So listen, I'm gonna have to break up with this guy. Uh, Not that you'd care. I am doing this ethical non-monogamy thing, and this dude got a really stupid tattoo across his chest, and equal parts talks about himself too much, but doesn't know how to stop, and he does like um, he did sex work and sex related podcasts and articles, and every time we have conversations he's constantly putting me onto work that he's done, and we'll be on a topic and he'll say, oh, I actually wrote about this already, so it's just read this article here. And it's like, yo, like, can we just have a fucking conversation? Also, like, I don't want to be your fucking fangirl. Like, if we can just, like, not keep referencing your writing. Like, at first it was, like, cool. Like, you're a fucking really good writer and really funny and make me actually laugh out loud. But then after a certain point, it's like, yo, like, the fuck is this? Like, sorry, I'm just, picking at my feet. But it's like, the fuck is this? Like, I don't want to sit here, uh, doing homework and summer reading because you just don't want to have a genuine conversation with me. And it's like, I was telling my friend about it, she's a really brilliant poet, and it's like, yo, like, just because she's written about an experience she had or like written about her feelings on a subject and maybe she said it, the perfect way in her writing doesn't mean that she's not going to have like a fucking conversation about it. And I just thought that was so true. Like, his reasoning for putting me on these fucking articles is because he said it the best and like the way that he really wanted to say it, these articles. And it's like, yo, listen, I understand that you said it the best, but like, I'm not looking for perfection. I'm looking for like connection. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to I don't want to spend my time with you uh, reading links to your work. Uh, yeah, that's not the fucking look. And also, like, when I like kind of called him out on it, and I was just like, yo, I don't want to do it. I feel like it's a little insincere to put me onto your articles instead of just talking to me. He's like, you know, it's like, well, no, I promise it's sincere. Like, I promise it's coming from a good place. It's like, Doug, I don't doubt that it's coming from a bad place, or like that it's I don't doubt that it's coming from a good place, but it's just like it's coming from a fake as fuck, like, unaware place. Like, I don't want to have to read your articles. Like, I like or like, you know, it should be more on like, what do you think about this, or like, these are some of my favorite works, not like, oh, like, we're having a conversation, like, oh, I wrote about this already, here you go, you can read this too. Like, dog, I don't want to I'm not your groupie. Like, I don't understand. And then don't even get me started. Like, when I like talk to him about something, like, he just like way does not understand about like being empathic, or like, I don't know, being supportive. Like, I told him I'm like struggling with like social interactions at work. There's a woman who like really makes me feel unwelcome and outcast. And he's like, well, I can't vouch for that, or I can't like say either way because I'm not there. But I'm sure she doesn't mean it, and I'm sure like it's fine, and like, you're doing great and everyone likes you or whatever. But it's like, Doug, like, I'm not in the habit of feeling outcast. I'm not in the habit of feeling like weird around people, or like weird in general, or being uncomfortable around other people. But it's like, yo, like, this woman makes me uncomfortable, and then saying like, oh, well, it's probably not happening. Like, she probably feels weird too. Like, dude, I'm not looking for you to like commiserate with her or support her weirdness, or I'm just looking for you to like support the fact that I know what I'm experiencing. Like, I just want you to trust that what I say my experience is my experience. Like, I'm not asking you to critique it, or you know I don't know, pick it apart or whatever. Um, so it's just like, and then when I like address it, and I'm like, yo, like, I really regret telling you. It's like, no, he says like, no, you're heard, and you're seen, you're heard, something, you're beautiful, whatever. It's like, dude, I know, but not by you. I just don't think, like, he's such, like, a sensitive character, and I think he's, like, all up in his own thoughts. Like, I don't think that he, like, understands that he's not really connecting. And he kind of, like, mansplains and, like, thinks he's right about everything, which I guess everyone thinks they're right about everything, but he just, like, does not do a lot of listening. He does a lot more talking and a lot more explaining than he does listening or asking questions. So it's like, fuck out of here. Also, we've only been hanging out for about a week, and not worth it. Uh, he says he really likes me and he wants to keep hanging, and for a minute, like a really hot second, I thought so too, but I don't think it's gonna happen for you, buddy. Not spawns, but anyway, yeah, I just, that's been my recent struggle. Also, I'm seeing this other guy who's, like, super quiet and, like, the total opposite. So, like, this, like, dumb tattoo, overly mansplaining article writer guy, um, he's, like, funny and sweet as a person, but he's also really aggressive sexually, which is really nice. But then, like, there's this other guy I'm seeing who's, like, just sweet and, like, has a sense of humor, but I don't know if he gets my sense of humor, or, like, I don't know, I feel like his humor is internal. Like, I think he finds things funny and kind of laughs on the inside. Anyway, just got a text message. I feel like he kind of laughs on the inside more than he does visibly outside. And not that he doesn't laugh on the outside, but I feel like my humor is kind of raw and unfiltered, and I think sometimes I rely on other people to just think that my outlandishness is funny, and I think that he is more I think that he's more I don't have the words. Like, I think that maybe he's just more, like, reserved with his humor, and yeah, internal is the best way I can explain it. Like, he thinks that memes are incredibly hilarious, and he thinks Curb Your Enthusiasm is funny, which they are hilarious, but, like, I'm not sure if I'm just not funny or if he just doesn't get it or what, but I just really need him to start, like, kind of hitting a learning curve with my personality pretty quickly. We've only hung out twice, so I'm, like, kind of being dramatic, but, like, at the same time, like, yeah, you either get it or you don't. It's like serving. Like, you either get it or you don't. Yeah, but just his whole, like, dick game is amazing, and his head game's strong, so it's like, I don't know. This ethical non-monogamy shit is, like, really difficult because, like, I don't know. I've just been demanding a lot more respect and dignity from the people that I've been sexual with, and so that also means that I'm, like, a lot pickier with, like, how much I'm gonna beg for it and how much work I'm gonna do to, like, make someone like me, which sounds so stupid when I say it out loud, but, like, I just would spend so much time trying to be likable and, like, trying to be desirable, or, like, figuring out, like, how to bridge the gap to the perceived gap, and yeah, so this non-monogamy thing, like, equal parts, like, opens up my options, but also, like, makes it really difficult to be comfortable and satisfied, which I guess is a good thing. Yeah, I don't know. But not dealing with these fuckboys anymore, and I'm not sacrificing my own comfort so that I can potentially make someone like me more. And not that these dudes don't like me. Like, I don't feel like I'm not liked. I just don't think that I'm entirely understood with, for instance, the second guy I mentioned, but, like, with the first guy, I feel like, yeah, like, I'm not understood, but I'm also, like, not, I don't even want to deal with him, and so, like, I'm just, like, pickier as well. Like, I feel like I would have put up with a lot more shit or, like, ignored a lot more red flags if I weren't allowing myself to be non-monogamous. And also, I don't know, it also makes me be honest about myself more. Yeah, I don't know, this non-monogamy thing is just an exercise in honesty, really. Anyway, I'm gonna go now. This is my first video, so probably no one's gonna see it.